Hello everybody, Pipe Man 1861 here. Well, a while back, well, wasn't too far back, a listener wondered if I could talk to him more about my little smoker's cabinet here. So I thought I'd just real quick show you. It usually sits up there on the clock shelf, but I just wanted to show it to y'all real quick in more detail. It is original old one. It was probably made around 1905 to 1915. It's very much done in the Art Nouveau decorating style. You can see kind of the vine-like flowers painted all over it there. There's the back, very nicely lacquered. There's two holes for hanging it if you wish. Of course, I'm setting it on the shelf. There's these little fold-up pipe racks, I guess you'd call them, on either side. They hold 3 pipes apiece. This is where I keep my earlier pipes, and B, my pipes that don't particularly fit too well in a regular pipe stand, such as my WDC campaign pipe. The lock is missing. I've been meaning to get a replacement for it, but there is a missing lock on the door. It used to lock, so the little kitties couldn't get into Dad's pipe tobacco. I have my plum pudding in there right now, but there's another 4 pipe holder back here, and there's no holder for the bottom of the pipe. They just set on the bottom. I've found they kind of slide out easy, so I don't really use this much. I just use it for storing tins, which is kind of the perfect size for that. And then there was a drawer down here. I suspect that was originally for a tin of tobacco, but I just keep my extra Zippo flints and my extra lighters, a few Zippo spare parts in there. And for my pipe cleaners, I have this always sitting on top of it because I just think it goes well. This is it's perfect for pipe cleaners. This is actually a fairly early Coxon & Company ironstone china tumbler, probably about 1860s, 1865. And I just really like the look of it. I like the pink band with the black accents on it. So that is my pipe cleaner, my pipe cleaner holder. So that is my smoker's cabinet. I suspect it was made in England. Most of them were. They made some sort of arts and crafts style ones. You see those real heavy oak with sometimes with leaded glass, really pretty beveled glass in there. And then they also made these, I imagine these were cheaper, the Art Nouveau style. I've seen one that was made by like a wood burning kit. And then there's this one that was painted and then lacquered over, varnished. But I really like this. I got it on eBay a while back. Got a pretty good deal on it. I can't remember exactly what I paid for it, but I really like it. It's a nice touch, and it goes with the clock up there. That clock, by the way, I don't know if you all have ever, I think I showed that once. That is an old Waterbury cast iron front clock with a fancy painted scene on there. I believe that's about 1870. The clock is, give or take a little bit. And there's a scene hand painted on the front, and there's it's the pearly gates, and there's 2 pieces of mother of pearl inlaid into the clock, and those are the pearly gates, and then there's a scene painted around it. Old fella gave that to me, acquaintance of mine. And he said, go ahead, and he was a restorer of musical instruments. And he told me, here, I want to give this to you, go and restore it, and after you're done with it, bring it back. You couldn't see the painting when I first got it. I very carefully cleaned the old garbage off of it with linseed oil and turpentine and some very fine steel wool, very carefully working. And so I brightened the painting up again, and then I replaced the paper dial because it had a really cheap old replacement paper dial on it, and I replaced it and stained it with coffee to make it look a little bit better. Cleaned, restored the movement. The movement was in fantastic shape, and fixed it up, took it back to him. He said, man, that looks good. So he didn't regret giving it to me, I'm happy to say. I really like that clock. You really know what time it is whenever it goes off. And the shelf was a flea market find. That's probably 1910, 1922. So everything there goes pretty well together. So that's my smoker's cabinet. You can find them on eBay for a lot more or a little bit less depending on what it is. But that's mine, and I would suggest if you have never looked into them, I think you should do some looking on them. They're kind of neat. And they were presentation pieces. A lot of them were, you know, a fella retired, or one of his retirement, or I just said that, retirement, or graduated medical school or graduated college. His buddies would buy one for him and give it to him, engrave it, just like a trophy. But I think it's really neat, and it's part of my permanent collection. So no, it's not for sale. Anyway, everybody, you have a wonderful evening. This is Pipe Man 1861 saying, as Roy Rogers always did, goodbye, good luck, and may the good Lord take a liking to you. Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye now.